the ingredients, it is an onion bread. I'm going to take a little drink of water, just 1 second.
So you actually take onion bread?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the ingredients is for an onion bread, but it's so I'll tell you the ingredients. So 3 large yellow onions, 3/4 cups of flaxseed, ground in high-speed blender, 3/4 sunflower seeds, and we like to sprout ours. So that's a whole other process, but it just says 3 sunflower seeds ground in a
food
process.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And it kind of brings back those. So call in if you've got a recipe from back in the day. We'd love to hear from anyone, or you have a question. But and then you have, he says, 1/2 cup of Nama soyu, and I've used that, and that's what I used many, many years ago. But now I am using coconut aminos.
Oh.
It's called Coconut Secret, and I'm really enjoying that. So I would add, I always like to improvise on mine, so that's what I would put in is the coconut aminos. And it's a free-seasoned sauce and less sodium than soy sauce. So I like that. So peel and half the onions in a food processor. Cut the onions with sliced disc. Transfer and cut the onions into a large mixing bowl. Add the remaining ingredients and mix until the ingredients are thoroughly combined. And it's kind of sticky, but when you're doing it, it's like one great big ingredients that you're blending, and then you add the remaining ingredients and mix it till they're thoroughly combined with the onions. So spread 2 cups of the mixture evenly on a dehydrator tray, pinned with a Teflon sheet. Repeat until all the mixture is used. And so you're going to put your dehydrator at 100 Fahrenheit for 24 hours. And for me, I love the smell of, I used to bake bread all the time, homemade bread for my children, so it was a fun experience, excuse me, to do that. And so then you just takes 2 days, and makes the cut. So if you could, excuse me, go from there, Deborah.
Bless you.
If you could take over from me for a minute.
Okay. All right. There's another recipe that I can share if we have time later on. So while Deborah is soothing her throat, it is a rice and vegetable cold type of meal. Really, it is a meal in itself. You can have a bowl of it, and it's with rice, quinoa, 3 cups of quinoa, there's tamari, there's carrot, cherry tomatoes, edamame, and if you don't want that, you can do, the whole green peas. There's red cabbage, scallions, again, cranberries or cherries, almonds, sesame seeds, and you mix that all up with a rice vinegar and sesame oil and agave nectar with the tamari, and it's just a big rice bowl that you can make like a big tub of it. The girls started making it over the summertime, and so when we had a whole slew of people here, that big bowl, it just went. Everybody loved it. So it's like a cold salad, but yet it's a meal. So back to you. Are you able to share the rest of the...
Yeah, I can. I am.
Oh, good.
So then
you sound better.
Yeah. You take 2 ground flaxseed and then 2 third-cup full flaxseed. The alternative is chia seeds or quinoa. You could do that.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of an alternative. And then you do a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of basil or oregano, and just have fun with it. Just enjoy. But that's pretty well it. that it's been dehydrated, and so you can have a lot of fun with the ingredients for that.
Yeah.
And I love the smell of it. It's fun. I enjoyed it, and I give it to the neighbors that have come by, and people that wanted to taste something different. And for their taste buds and for their palate.
Where you have Kevin and yourself, when you're cooking together, doesn't that? I think when I think about a couple cooking and eating live food together, it's very. I find it romantic and sensual. So how do, when you are together, do you really relish in the activity of bringing real food together, creating a beautiful meal, and then sitting down together and feeding your body? I'm painting a picture. I don't know if that's what you do, but that's I envision that.
Yes, we've done a lot of that, and a lot of very wonderful times where we do a little bit of everything because we have so much work to do around with the botanical, building a whole project like this. But absolutely, every meal is sacred to us, and I find that being together in the kitchen and is fun, and it is romantic, and it brings you together because there is such a love for the food, for the experience, and there is a reverence, and it happens. I don't know when it doesn't happen. So that's really what I think you're really picking up on, is that space where that you just take that time and know that the food is blessing you.
Right. And almost by eating and preparing, real food, it almost slows everything down, which is what all of us need in this busy world that we live in. And it kind of forces that time to kind of slow down and enjoy, feel the energy, the vibration that is going on while you're together and creating this beautiful food for your bodies. I mean, it's a whole, like I said, I envision this whole beautiful experience. And I've said, and I'll say it on live radio, that it would be so glorious to experience that my very own self with a partner.
Yes,
I would love that.
For you to have that. And for so many because it is there's a love that comes and an experience when my Kevin Adam T. It's so wonderful that I have someone that is teaching me, but it's beyond that. It's this connection.
Yes.
And it is in harmony, and that we both desire with everything we have to gain more of what I like to say is light and harmony, and to just it's just wonderful that way. And there isn't a moment that I don't treasure, and I find that's being, and I know you know that, and just to be in the moment of that rapture, because there's a funny story that he tells many times. Yeah, the rapture. He shares a lot of times that I'm eating like a wonderful mango, and we've just got some this year, and the first one was a little sour, and I went, ugh, and I was very disappointed because they're usually so they just send me to that bliss.
Yes.
And yes, and it's just, oh. So he says, I think I'm jealous of you eating that mango the other day, and he says that many times because I'm just going, it's just so, it is sensual.
It is.
And there is a blessed, yes, And I wanted to say that because you had said that. Yes.
Yes, it is. And on that note, we'll go off to a break. Remember, everyone, Bob is in the house and waiting for your calls. So our number, 833-220-1200, 833-220-1200. We'll be back in a moment.
Experience a different yet profound healing with Reconnective Healing. Includes yet expands beyond any and all known forms of energy healing. The Reconnective Healing spectrum is comprised of the full healing and evolutionary continuum of energy, light, and information. It allows for healings that are not just physical, not just mental, not just emotional, yet go beyond that to bring healing that includes the evolution of your very being and essence. Debara Beauvais, trained and certified by world-renowned Dr. Eric Pearl, offers appointment hours at Seacock Family Chiropractic in Seacock, Massachusetts. For questions or to set up both distance or local sessions, call Debara at 508-431-1959. Again, 508-431-1959. Or go to lovebyintuition.com. That's lovebyintuition.com.
Looking for a fun and relaxing getaway? Omega Rest and Rejuvenation Retreats are a great way to unwind and renew your spirit. Stroll through the garden, relax by the lake, or try a daily yoga or movement class. You can stretch your body, quiet your mind, and do as much or as little as you choose. Located in Rhinebeck, New York, just 90 miles north of New York City, Omega's natural environment and quiet pace allow for extraordinary experiences to unfold. Learn more at eomega.org.
Ever wonder what it's like to have your own radio show? Well, wonder no longer, because you can dip into the radio airwaves by being host for the day on syndicated Dream Vision 7 radio network. It's a fabulous way to get your radio feet wet. It's an opportunity to market your business, modality, or book. Have a guest, mention a sponsor, and take callers. Or you may want to facilitate a lesson by going solo. It's up to you. Listeners can be online, mobile, in cars with Bluetooth, or listen through Amazon's Echo by asking, Alexa, play Dream Vision 7 radio network. For more details, go to dreamvision7radio.com and click on Host for the Day.
Are you searching for a way to help create global change? Dream Vision 7 Radio Network's vision is to have an eclectic group of radio hosts dedicated to educating, enlightening, and helping humankind with positive messages and tools that enhance lives using different modalities and programs. If you would like to join our team and help illuminate the universe, call Debara at 508-226-1723 or Debara at dreamvision7radio.com.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
To let everyone know again about the website that both Debara and her Adam T. Gardner has, it's thehumanaccelerator.org. Do go on it. You can learn more about plant-based. You can learn more about live food. The 2 books are there, and they are just, it's a huge volume of knowledge and education packed into those books, and you can always relate back to them, pick a chapter if you're looking up something about kidneys or another part of your body. So do check that out, please, thehumanaccelerator.org. Debara, I wanted to have you share about wheatgrass because you both really relish in that and find it key to health. So please speak to that.
Yes, wheatgrass has just been absolutely, it's like a saving grace for both of us. And I was introduced to it probably about 30 years ago. But it is, I feel, in any way that it can be used, it can heal about anything. And I mean that. It's just phenomenal what wheatgrass can do. I started out late. Kevin, Adam T., has been doing it a long time, and he would share a lot more than I am. But my experience of wheatgrass